Yo, okay, so this is gonna be my reply to Virgin Boy. Um, yeah. Do you know what? I'm gonna start calling you simplegs. Yeah, or should I start calling you simpleton legs? Get it? Simpleton, because you're a simp and you're also a simpleton, but yeah, maybe. But obviously the number one name for you is always gonna be the virgin, because you're a big virgin, you know, biggest virgin going. But yeah, I'm gonna title this video simplegs. So I went on your channel and I saw your little simp comment saying about how yeah, well done for bullying a poor innocent woman. Now, I don't think we're watching the same video. Like, can't be. You can't be watching the same video as I made that I'm watching, because my video is giving a woman a taste of her own medicine. You know, a bit like what they've done to people over the years, leading people on, taking the piss, standing people up. So as soon as you give somebody the tiniest dosage of their own medicine, you're all of a sudden a bully now. So what does that make these women all of these years? I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, I read your comment. Someone's comment on your community post saying that they hate me even more now. They hate me for doing 1% of what women literally do all day, every day to other people. Like, think of all of the guys that we don't know that they've done this to. I mean, I've been stood up. I got stood up in London last year. I was supposed to meet somebody. They didn't come out. The year before that, I went all the way to Nottingham when there was a train strike. It was an absolute cunt trying to get up there, and the woman literally didn't show up. Now, obviously, I went on a night out there anyways, but she didn't know that. Like, she was prepared to leave me completely fucked. So giving somebody a taste of their own medicine does not make them any kind of bully. It's giving somebody a taste of their own medicine, because what does that make these women? Even more of a bully. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, it's crazy how like women can do whatever they want whenever they want, and then as soon as you give a tiny bit back, you get all of these simps chasing you with a fucking axe. It's a madness. Absolute madness. Um, it really, really, really is. Like, I'm surprised, you know, simplegs tried calling me a bully. Normally, they call you a stalker. If you literally meet a woman and she tries to take the piss out of you and tries to be a cunt, and you give her what for, normally they will victimize themselves and then call you a stalker to try to victimize themselves. But being called a bully, yeah, that's definitely up there with a new one, because I've never been called that before. Or are you referring to the fact that I said that she needs to gain weight and get a boob job? I mean, she started it. I mean, she tried to give me a lecture about my appearance. You know, when I met her, she was saying about how I need to go to the gym and, you know, go and lift the weights, when there's nothing wrong with my body then and there's nothing wrong with my body now. And she was saying that I need to change my hair. She was giving me a manipulating lecture about my appearance in hope and anticipation she was gonna make me insecure. She's a cunt, which is why I stood her up. Yeah, which is what they've done to other people before. Stood people up. Fun fact, I remember a story that Fraser told me before, where he went to meet this woman in a train station and she didn't show up, and his phone died and he was completely fucked. He had to stay there overnight because the train stopped running. I wonder if that woman got called a bully. Nah, she wouldn't, would she? The double standards wouldn't allow it. Fun fact for you all. So yeah, that does not make somebody a bully for giving somebody a taste of their own medicine, matey. Not in the slightest. And the reason I spoke about her appearance is because she tried giving me a lecture about mine, and you know, it's not even like she was trying to give an opinion or give a preference. She was literally trying to make me feel insecure. I know the difference. You know, I'm an adult. You know, I'm way too smart for these women. I know exactly what they're trying to do. When you've been dealing with them for so long, as I always say, you know what they're like. So there's nothing innocent about them, and there's nothing that's a bully about me. Me giving somebody a taste of their own medicine is far from bullying someone. So get your facts right before making community posts about me. Now, you were saying about how I'd like to see you try to bully a man. Now, you do realise you just opened up a can of worms for yourself. Now, firstly, I wasn't bullying anyone. Like I said, I was giving somebody a taste of their own medicine. But I do know also that I have gone to your area 3 times and you have not come out. Instead, you've run to the police screaming how you're not a fighter. Now, I know people on here like to forget the L's that they took, and they like to forget W's that you've took, because people on here love forgetting. You know, I went to your area 3 times and you literally did not come out once, despite being the biggest keyboard warrior that's ever existed probably on the internet, along with your boyfriend Red Star, whose dick you like to suck every day. And you know, same with Mark Sampson. Went to his area 2 times, didn't show up. Went to Trevor Dawson's area, didn't show up. Went to Terry's area, didn't show up. Went to Bomb 2 times, didn't show up. Isn't it funny, simplegs, how you are the biggest keyboard warrior on here, along with your boyfriend, whose dick you like to suck every day. You know, you two have never ever tried meeting anyone. You've just been a keyboard warrior. You'll always be a keyboard warrior. You got your boyfriend sat on YouTube stalking men all day, every day, because he's a sad, fat, baldy, skint loser with no life. Stalking every single day. We've got you being a fucking virgin every day on your channel. But you'll never ever meet anyone. And it always goes to this again. It's like, okay, yeah, I might have took some L's. Yeah, I might have run up my mouth on YouTube a lot. But bro, I've met people. I've put myself at risk. I'm meeting Prime on Monday. If Prime comes to London on Monday, I'm gonna smash his fucking face in. You know, there's no doubt about that. You know, and I am meeting him. And you know, at the end of the day, I've tried to meet other people as well, and I've met other people, and I've put myself in danger on this website. You, along with your little boyfriend, Red Star, you will never ever meet anyone. How many times have I gone to your area? How many times have I called you out? And I've called Red Star out, and all you'll do is do nothing but sit online every day being stalkers, which is one thing. But then what makes it even more interesting is that then you'll then beg London Taylor. You'll beg the black man to come and do this to me and come and do that to me. It's a madness, isn't it? How you and your boyfriend Red Star, right, are the biggest keyboard warriors ever, like I've ever come across. You'll never meet anyone. You'll never say anything to anyone's face. You know, you just want to be a little loser on YouTube every single day, and then you think you've got the cheek to tell me, right, in your fucking skint virgin bedsit, that I need to go and try and bully a fucking man. Mate, why didn't you bully me when I went to your area 3 times? Why didn't your boyfriend Red Star bully me when I called him out 1,000,000 times? And another thing is, you knew where I lived as well. You knew where I lived. Red Star knew where I lived. So why don't you ask yourself the same question? Why didn't you come out when I was in your area 3 times? Why didn't you come to my address? Why didn't Red Star show me where he is the 5 or 6 times I called his ass out? So you might want to practice what you fucking preach before fucking coming on YouTube making community posts trying to fucking simp some fucking dickhead woman that just got a taste of her own medicine. Just got a taste of her own medicine. Didn't defend myself. Don't need to exaggerate all of these things. I just gave her a small dosage of her own medicine. Simple as that. She spoke about my appearance. I spoke about her appearance. She wanted to be a cunt. I was a cunt back. You know, it's like, that's just the way it is. That doesn't mean somebody is a bully. You know, it's madness. Bullying is what you and your little boyfriend Red Star tries to do on YouTube every day. But you don't bully anyone. You just make a tit of yourself. You know, like but you know, you're ridiculous. You need to practice what you preach. You know, I've tried to meet a man. I've gone to your area 3 times and you hid under the fucking bed. I've gone to fucking Mark's area fucking 2 times and fucking he hid under the fucking bed. I've called Red Star out 1,000,000 times. Fucking, he would never meet anyone. Yet he will stalk and record everything all day, every day on YouTube. Like the fat 40-year-old skint virgin he is, like you. Pathetic, man. You need to practice what you fucking preach. You fucking virgin.